very relaxing. That's nice. Need something naturey and something soothing. Just before the horrible murder. Calms me down. Hopefully this will be good. I suppose we watch the intro, yes? Or will this be redundant if I... Hopefully we can skip if these cutscenes are redundant.
My name is Jenks, Detective Inspector Frederick Jenks, and I've been assigned to a last-minute investigation into the death of Kate Vine, a PhD student found drowned at midnight last Friday in a lake in the woods on the outskirts of the tiny village of Edenton. I have until first thing tomorrow morning to decide whether her death was a simple accident or whether this was murder.
Well, I'm guessing since it's a game, it was murder.
To the world to be a bright, confident, fun-loving PhD student with everything to live for. However, a history of depression and alcoholism revealed in her medical records suggests that in reality, she had become adept at hiding behind a mask. A lab report indicating a high level of alcohol in her blood.
They're coming right at us!
The hour of her death and a lack of witnesses makes a strong case that this was suicide. But the verdict overlooked some curious details. Why was her driving license found on the opposite side of the lake in which she drowned?
She threw it.
Also, there were traces of morphine in Kate's system. Where did she get it?
Morphine
Kate
store?
was known to be a free spirit with a nihilistic love of danger, which may, in part, have something to do with a business course called Atlas, which Kate had joined and which she had been attending on the night of her death.
The Trump University.
Based in a large, stately home on the outskirts of the village, the exclusive Atlas is run by father and son team, Paul and Ryan Rand.
What?
Both were interviewed following
Atlas,
Kate's death.
run by
Neither
Paul
claimed to have
Rand?
seen Kate after the meeting, and both were understandably eager to distance themselves and Atlas from the tragedy. This isn't the first time that Atlas has been investigated. Atlas and their questionable methods, which many have suggested border on mind control. Ryan is married to Rebecca, landlady of Edenton's village pub, the George and Dragon. As yet, she hasn't been interviewed.
For some
It's
reason.
likely Kate visited the pub on more than one occasion. One of Kate's friends was Emma Bowman, who lives at Eden Lodge on the road leading out of Edenton Village.
Played by Kristen Stewart.
Emma was also doing a PhD at the same university, but didn't attend Atlas. Interviewed after Kate's death, Emma seemed shocked and upset, insisting she hadn't seen Kate that night.
This is a big info dump.
It turned out her boyfriend had. Simon Thompson met Emma at university.
Emma?
After completing his degree around 18 months ago, he went to work at a shop in the neighbouring village. He started at the Atlas course a few months ago. Simon insisted that he didn't see Kate after the meeting, but the sergeant interviewing him noted he seemed oddly unmoved by her death.
Well, who did it, bottom line?
The first person I want to see tonight. It's time for some answers.
Case, background info. Yeah, we got that.
My name is Jenks.
Oh!
Detective Inspector Frederick Jenks. And
This
I've
is
been
my
assigned
car.
to a last-minute investigation.
My perambulations took me to Rebecca's pub. Click the arrows to move around the village. If you see the magnifying glass, try your investigate button. No guarantees, though. We're in the village. Click the inventory icon to see your collected items. Kate Vine, she died. So why do I only have 24 hours to solve this? Wait, what is this? Return to the main menu. Show tips. I'll go ahead to the poob. Knock more. Fine. Well, what's the inventory key? It doesn't... Set up controls. Menu... Inventory is enter? Escape for this menu. Oh, no, no. How the fuck? Wait. The enter key moves down. Right now I'm pushing the enter key. Whoa. I just wanted to be the I key. Investigate is S for some reason. And map is D, because of course. Well, now the enter key doesn't do anything. What? Escape does nothing. The mouse does nothing. Oh dear God. The I key moved forward. I. Oh. Oh. Whoop. This is weird. My perambulations took me to the Eden Lodge. Da, 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 da. Oh, there's a magnifying glass. So I'll push my investigation key, J.
Very trusting, leaving a bike unlocked. Looks like homebrew equipment.
Makes his own moonshine?
This might come in handy.
I'll just take this then. Yank scored a free screwdriver. I'm a police officer.
Is it Simon?
Yeah.
Detective Inspector Jenks. I'm investigating an incident in the village. Could I come in and ask you a few questions, please?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Weirdo.
We can just go through here if you want.
There's two of him.
Front room.
Hi.
This is Inspector James.
Jenks.
What's all this about?
There was a death in the village. Kate Vine, I believe you both knew her.
Yeah. Do you need to speak to both of us?
I'll just speak to Simon first, if that's okay.
Just come through. Is it okay in here?
Oh, this will be fine.
Do you mind if I use your bathroom?
Water.
No.
Your WC? Is this your screwdriver? I found it outside. Your first interview! First pick an item you want to ask about, then press the select button. What the fuck ever select button is. It could be anything. I'm guessing it's the Z key. Simon said blah blah blah. He also said blah blah. Selecting any item you've already asked about shows the summary of replies. Now select any reply to add it to the contradiction box on the right. Now you can start looking for contradictions. Okay. Well, let's start by asking about Kate Vine's death, you know? Okay, the enter key doesn't do anything. Spacebar doesn't do anything. The I key.
When was the last time you saw Kate Vine?
I key.
So last Friday's meeting, I think.
Oh.
Did you see her after the meeting?
No.
How long have you known Kate?
That would be when we started Atlas. 3 months ago?
Did you socialize outside Atlas?
No.
How would you describe her? What sort of person was she?
Well, she's talented. She was full of life, you know?
Not so
Sharp,
much now.
Quite sharp.
Would you say she had any emotional problems?
Her mood could change. And, well, there was the drinking problem.
When did you become aware of that?
Well, she would come drunk to meetings sometimes. She would reek of the stuff. I mean, everyone knew, but nobody really said anything.
So, tell me a bit about Atlas.
That was just a business management training program for postgrads.
And you started this after you...
It's gonna be huge.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, why doesn't he take his hat off?
Yeah, well, my group isn't doing it this Friday, but one of the groups is.
It's weird keeping your hat on in the house. Last saw Kate at the Atlas meeting last Friday. Only knows.
Did you know whether Kate had lost this or not?
Have you seen this card?
No, I don't think so. Never seen it before.
Your bicycle. Has it always been a piece of crap?
What is the bike outside?
Oh, that's my cousin's. He lent me it. I need to buy a new lock for it, though.
So it's your bike at the moment?
Yeah. And there's
Hey,
no bus
hey.
service to speak of around here, so it's really the only way to get around.
It isn't worth asking Simon about the screw. What he doesn't know won't hurt him, will it?
I noticed a lot of bottles outside. Are they yours?
Yeah, I make homebrew.
For yourself?
Well, no, I give it out to my friends and stuff. I tried selling it at first, but I didn't have any takers. Except for James over at Farmhouse. I used to trade it to him for herbs and stuff.
Herbs?
James a lot.
No, not really.
Tried selling it, but only sold it to James. Doesn't see James very often. I don't see any contradictions here. So...
Thank you. Probably be back later.
I pushed the wrong key just now. Damn it. I was going to interview...
Knock on the window for Emma. Simon always answers the front door.
I'm going to sneak in to talk to Emma. Mind if I crawl inside here? Hello.
Don't worry, it's only a few questions.
Yeah.
What just happened?
When was the last time you saw Kate Vine?
It was last Thursday in the college library. I saw her and we chatted for a bit. She seemed her usual self.
Drunk.
What was her usual self?
Oh, just Kate being Kate. You know, a bit wild.
Wild? What way wild?
Aye.
Oh, she just used to question everything, you know. Have arguments with the lecturers, things like that.
What else?
Kate had a drink problem.
How noticeable was that?
Well, it wasn't at first, but as the year went on, she'd be drunk in the afternoon. But I think she cut down, you know, towards the end of college and when she started her PhD.
Did you know whether Kate had lost this or not?
This?
I don't know, but I don't think so.
Okay.
Whose is the bike outside?
You're fascinated by this
It's
bike.
Simon's cousin's. He uses it to get to work.
You know the lock's broke.
Oh, I know. I keep telling him to fix it.
What's the stack of bottles outside?
Oh, that's all Simon's stuff. You better ask him. I don't
It's a
know.
box of bottles, technically.
Have you ever tried Simon's homebrew?
Me? No. I don't like beer. I only drink wine. I can't
Liar!
stand spirits either.
Kate appeared to use herself. Okay.
That's all for the moment. Thank you.
Interviewing Simon. All right.
Be
Oh
back
shit!
later on, if
Got
that's
it.
okay.
How do I keep pushing the wrong button? There's only 2 options.
Okay, that's it for now. Thank you.
Just ping-ponging between rooms. Body found. Hang on. I can't see the rest of the map. Ah. Alright, oh, which way did they say the... That guy he was giving homebrews to. Wasn't listening. Or it was, rather, but I thought they'd mark it on the map. Whoop. Oh, God, that's not the way I wanted to go. This is a completely different angle. Oh, investigation. Random crap.
Always nice to randomly
What?
find a key on the floor.
What the... He just found a random key in the entirety of England.
Wow. Isn't that interesting?
See what fun it is? We've spared you the pixel hunting. It's completely reversed orientation on me now. Let me in. Did it again. Go down behind Brandon House. Okay, now look at this. See where it says go down behind Brandon House? That's a down arrow. I have to push down to go forward. And there's nothing here. His shoes don't fit. Okay, is it possible I'm already out of ideas? Oh, that's a little handier. Nope. I'm not really a detective. Aha! A clue!
Looks like a piece of jewellery there, stuck between the boards. Well and truly wedged in.
I'm finding all sorts of things. Maybe I can jimmy it out with this?
Interesting. I thought forensics had checked the whole area. Obviously not very well.
Well, we are English. Notoriously bad policeman. Uh-oh. The Scientologist estate. I don't know if I want to go here just yet. Might as well show him this awesome piece of jewelry.
A few more questions, if you don't mind. Recognize this at all?
It does remind me of something.
A bird, maybe?
I don't know. I've seen it somewhere, but no, I don't know.
Thank you. Probably be back later.
Thank you!
Ever seen this?
Looks like,
What is with this guy?
that's my old necklace. I gave this to Kate.
So Kate might have been wearing it last Friday.
Yeah, well, perhaps, but I can't see why. She was always buying new things, you know, lots of jewellery, stuff like that. It's meant to be a bird in cage, but the cage's fallen off. I'll show you.
I show you.
Where did you buy it?
I didn't. It's an unwanted present.
Secret admirer.
Not so secret.
I see.
That's how it should have looked. It's called a freedom necklace.
Do you mind if I keep this?
No, not at all.
Have you seen this
So
picture?
the necklace did belong to Kate. Interesting. I'm starting to wish I'd brought a spare evidence bag.
Fantastic! Didn't see Kate very often, and you gave her presents? What? All right. I thought that was a contradiction. Kate bought lots of new jewelry. Okay, I'm already kind of lost here. Freedom necklace. Necklace is Emma's, but she gave it to Kate. Alright, I guess there's nothing there.
Thank you. Probably be back later.
You know what this
Have you seen this?
Yeah. Yeah, I think Emma had one like it. Actually, you know what? Kate had one. I remember because I asked her about it one night when we were all out drinking in college.
Ooh.
Probably pretty drunk.
That's what college is all about.
Simon said he saw Kate wearing a freedom necklace at college. Oh, come on. This is weird. It said Emma had freedom necklace. Has to be something to this. Nope. Alright.
That's all for the moment. Thank you.
This is gonna be something really stupid. I already get the feeling. Never mind. I'm just gonna keep trying the pub. Hide the gate, no work. Why would I go to behind the house? Why can't I just knock on the door? Boingy boing. Is it possible I've already been defeated? Yes, it is. There's gotta be something I'm tripping out on when it comes to these guys. Gotta be.
A few more questions, if you don't mind.
Why does he knock on the window? Last saw Kate in the library on Thursday. See, what I'm wondering is if I'm doing it wrong, you know? I don't know. Bird and cage necklace designed in pewter. Alex James. See, this is what bothers me. This one right here. I am already stuck. There's nothing here. It's not it.
Be back later on if that's okay.
Tried selling it, but only sold it to James. Nope.
Aha.
What? That didn't work before.
So how did you know Kate was wearing a freedom necklace 18 months ago? At college?
Well, I knew Kate at college.
Guys.
I didn't get to know her till we started Atlas.
Right. So you didn't socialize with her at college?
No.
And you didn't socialize with her outside of Atlas?
No.
You didn't see her outside Atlas at all?
Why must you fill this house with lies? Yeah!
So Simon did know
He
Kate
kicked me
at
out.
college, but why would he lie about that? Maybe he knows Kate better than he's willing to admit. 6 o'clock. I wonder if Rebecca's working in the pub tonight.
What they don't know won't hurt them. Don't have to pay a cover charge. Tee-hee.
A broken window. Recently smashed by the look of it. Might have to ask about that.
With a band-aid held together. Enter the outbuilding. Eureka! Thank you, random key. I do believe I've found the lost ark. Frederick Jenks, treasure hunter.
I wonder whose mask this is. Rebecca's or Ryan's?
Are they perhaps in some kind of weird sex cult? Ooh, I hope they are.
Looks like junk, but it's too dark to tell.
If only there was some device that produced light. Thank God you're open. I'm dying for a pint. Ding.
Sorry, what can I get you?
Detective Inspector Jenks.
Well, we don't have any of those.
Yeah.
There's been an incident in the village. I'm conducting an investigation. Could I ask you a few questions, please?
Right. Come through.
Thank you.
What's it about?
There's been an unexplained death locally. Not sure if you've heard.
The student?
Yes.
Yes, it was dreadful news.
You're married to Ryan, one of the...
He's looking at me.
Yes?
I suppose I am, yes.
Well, I just wanted to ask a few questions about Kate and Atlas, if that's okay.
I don't know if I'll be able to answer any of them, but sure.
This book is completely blank.
Did you know Kate?
Not very well. She came in a few times, but she was quite a moody person. You could tell she had problems.
When was the last time you saw her?
Friday. She popped in for a minute.
And when was that?
Friday.
7-ish.
Oh, 7.
Was she on her own?
I didn't see who she was with. She put £20 on the bar and then left.
What was that for?
A breakage, presumably.
£20? Just for a beer glass?
Well, she was very drunk. She just put it on the bar and then walked out.
Was there a broken glass?
Was there?
Not that I noticed. But she was a strange girl.
You're already full of shit. Have you seen
Have
this?
you seen this before?
No, sorry.
So you didn't know if Kate had lost it?
No idea.
Wait. She comes in. No. I thought she would serve drinks or something. Huh. Alright.
Know anything about Simon Thompson's homebrew?
Does he make homebrew?
Apparently.
No, we do buy from a microbrewery, but we don't usually buy from kitchen breweries.
Do you recognise this?
This!
I've seen students wearing them. Has some sort of meaning, doesn't it? I forget what it is now.
Seen anyone wearing one recently?
Business card?
Not that I can remember.
Have you seen this? Oh.
Out round the back.
I don't actually know. Someone said two girls were arguing outside. I found out after they'd gone.
And when was this?
Last Friday, just after we opened, about 6:30. I taped over it until I can get it fixed. We don't want people getting cut and suing us.
Does that sort of thing happen a lot? Arguments?
No, not really. I'm quite strict when it comes to barring clients I don't think are suitable.
Black people, for instance? Nope. Maybe she broke the window.
Aha.
Yay.
So, you said Kate gave you £20 for a breakage, but you didn't have a breakage.
Liar!
That's right.
Lies!
Do you think the payment could have been for the broken window? Could it have been Kate who was arguing?
Well, I suppose it could have been. Yeah. Could have been Kate. You're probably right, yeah.
But you don't know who she was arguing with.
No, I'm not sure.
I'll ask around. Not realising Kate had broken the window. Rebecca really should have worked that out before now. Unless she did. But why would she lie about that?
We have a right proper mystery. Mm-hmm. Didn't see who Kate was with. Nope. Why, this menu is really awkwardly designed. Have you seen this?
What this is?
Oh, you'll have to ask Ryan about that.
So this is Ryan.
Aha.
It's to do with one of Ryan's methods on the course.
Go on.
Yeah, please unfold that.
Masks allow you to play at being someone different for a while. Students find it quite liberating.
So this would be for a student.
I think that one's Ryan's, but students do wear them.
Where did you get it? So just asking Ryan about the math man. Yeah, of course.
Thank you. Probably be back later.
Thank you. Can I get some bloody service here? What's wrong with Quantum Break? That's mean. Thought you were all looking forward to that one.
Couple more questions, if that's okay.
Have you seen this?
Know anything about a broken window at the pub round the back?
The pub. A broken window at the back.
Yes.
Yeah, I saw it was broken.
How?
What's that?
I was in the pub on Monday with a college friend.
Ever seen this
Whoop.
before?
It's like a game show host. Ever seen this?
I haven't, sorry. I think I'd have remembered it.
Did you hear about an argument in the pub last Friday?
No, I wasn't there.
He's like on a different movie.
No, I went home last Thursday night, actually, to see my parents.
But you do visit the pub.
Oh, yeah, I mean, I know Rebecca quite well. We all went there quite a bit after college.
Bum, bum, ba-dum, bum, bum. Got nothing to ask about that list there. Visited the pub on Monday night with a friend. Nope. Aha. I have it. I don't have it. Uh-huh. Probably, they probably all did it, yeah. Ah, I know. But she doesn't like beer. I've got her busted on this one. What the fuck? She goes to the pub all the time and she... This is dumb. That doesn't make sense to me. Huh.
That's it for the time being. Thank you.
Do you know anything about a broken window at the pub?
No, I don't really go to the pub very often. I'm not exactly a pub person.
I don't pub often.
Have a look at this.
This!
About that?
I haven't seen this one, but it looks a lot like an Atlas mask. We use them for some of the workshops and stuff.
Really?
We put them on.
Well, you have to say something boastful or arrogant. You do it first without the mask, and then you say it with a mask.
Aha.
Well, it's easier when you have the mask on, isn't it? People are not as afraid to be free about themselves, you know?
What did you find out about Atlas?
Well, it was advertised. Actually, I think I've still got the... This is the advert that was at my college. To be honest, I've learned more in 3 months at Atlas than I did in 3 years at business school.
Can I keep that?
Yeah, go for it.
Can I show it to people and go, have you seen this?
That might be useful as a conversational starter.
Know anything about an argument at the pub last Friday?
No, I didn't go to the pub last Friday.
What did you do after the course?
Just went home. Came here. Just came straight back.
Atlas last Friday. Ryan and Paul run the Atlas course. Nope. Sorry, I'm deep in thought, trying to find the contradictions. And being frustrated because I'm finding them and it's not letting me use them.
Thank you. Probably be back later.
Bouncing between these two, left and right. Whoop. Have you seen this?
About Atlas?
I know that it's a business course. I went with Simon when he first went, but it wasn't really my thing.
How often did you go?
Just the once.
And you decided it wasn't for you?
Yeah, I'd been to something similar, so decided it wasn't for me.
Too many Thetans, huh? Okay, nope. been to a similar course before. Only went once to Atlas. All right.
That's all for the moment. Thank you.
He's got to show everything to everyone until you show all the things to things.
A few more questions, please. Thank you.
What?
What do you know about this?
It's an advertisement. They had it designed by an agency, I think.
And when was that?
Last year sometime.
But Ryan? You didn't mention anything about Ryan. Who the fuck is Ryan? Yeah, Ryan's the Atlas guy. Okay, where's Ryan?
Be back later on, if that's okay.
Get some damn beer already. Let's keep checking out round behind the Brandon house. Nope, still nothing. Keep wandering the woods. Ah, something changed. A random bum.
Who is it? I'm a police officer, Detective Inspector Jenks. It's all right. You can carry on if you want.
Hide the bong.
I'm investigating a death in the village, Kate Vine. There was a death recently.
Hello, I knew her.
Well, could I ask you a few questions, please?
A bit dark.
Well, if you give me your name and address, I'll come later on.
I live under the bridge.
And what's your name?
All right. Prick. So you just gotta keep wandering the map until things happen. Aha! The chain gave up. It was demoralized. Hello, I'd like to join Scientology. Hello?
Ryan was interviewed in the lounge, according to the report.
I've got this mask. The reading room. Door number 1, door number 2, let's make a deal. Yeah, no, those shoes are really bothering me. So there's nothing in here. This was useless. Damn it, locked inside. Rummy gate.
According to the map, Abbey Farm is across the road there.
Farmhouse. Gotta case the place out, you know what I mean? My awkward shoes were beginning to bother me. Oh, this is where he grows the weed. Just let yourself in there, Jenks. He does a touch of antiquing.
Picture frames with black painted glass. Very interesting.
I'll just be taking this. Can't wait to show it to people. I've got so many people to show this to. Oh, please ring the bell.
Could I ask you a few more questions, please? Didn't take you long. Haven't got much time. Just close the doors, shall I? Where do you want to sit?
Oh, anywhere's fine. I didn't quite catch your name.
James, sit there.
Thank you, James.
How'd you know my name?
Why are you asking me about Kate Vine?
Routine. You know Simon, don't you? Thompson.
Why, what did he say?
You all went to college together, you and Kate. Is that right?
Might have done.
Right. Good enough.
No, you don't get to be quirkier than me. I'm the quirky detective.
When was the last time you saw Kate Vine?
Can't remember.
How did you know her?
Through Simon. His girlfriend was mates with her. Saw her around college a few times.
Did you socialise with her much?
Nah. She wasn't my type.
I find that hard to believe.
Did you know whether Kate had lost this or not?
No idea.
I don't know nothing.
What do you know about Simon's bike?
What bike?
You haven't seen him on a bike?
I haven't seen him.
When was the last time you saw him?
About a month ago.
James wouldn't know about the bottles. I just know that.
Have you ever tried Simon's homebrew?
Hey?
Thompson's tar? Yeah, I've tried it.
Did he sell it?
Well, not to me, not for money anyway. We used to trade stuff.
What did you trade?
Pokemon cards.
Him and his girlfriend were into it.
What was his beer like?
Lethal.
Strong?
Knock your eyes out.
Okay. Okay.
Ever seen one of these before? Freedom necklace.
I don't think so.
Lie.
Know anything about a broken window at the pub?
Don't go to the pub.
Take your hat off.
You've never been to the pub.
Didn't say that. Been to the pub, but not about 2 months, 3 months.
Months? What's a month?
Ever seen this?
Should I have?
No, it's okay.
I just like showing it to people.
Know anything about an argument?
Ever seen this before?
No.
Ever seen one of these?
This guy loves his work.
Seen them around college.
What do you know about it?
Not much. It's a business course. Ask Simon. He's on it.
You wouldn't be interested in that sort of thing?
I do day trading, but...
Not really. Business doesn't interest me.
Oh, a month is a British month. Okay.
Now, what's all this stuff in the workshop? Paint and stencils and things
I did a
like
bit
that?
of snooping.
Just a little sideline of mine.
Oh, you do picture framing?
They're black mirrors. Scrying mirrors.
Now, what's a scrying mirror?
Show you one if you want.
Don't get pissy. It's nothing to scry about.
Scrying goes back centuries. The ancient Persians did it. This country pagans still practice it. The fortune tellers pretend to do it. That's what the crystal ball's all about. It's all scrying. Mirror's just one way of doing it.
He immediately sees God.
What is scrying?
Depends who you are. People do it for different reasons.
I use chicken guts myself.
What sort of reasons?
Exploring your mind. Clearing your mind. Communicating with the dead.
Is that what you use them for, James? Communicating with the dead?
Can I show this to people?
Only make them for other people these days.
And there's a market for these, is there?
Lots of people want to talk to the dead.
Have you seen my Etsy
Even
shop?
if they don't believe in it.
Do you make a profit on them?
I don't do it for the money.
How very charitable of you. Can I keep this?
Keep it.
Really?
Black mirrors and hookah pipes.
Hookah?
I wonder what else James is into.
Kinky things? Boy, there's so many things to check up on. Hasn't been to the pub in 2 months. Hasn't discussed the course with Simon. Nope. Nope. Doesn't know about Simon's bike. This herbal tea fascinates me. I don't know. What do you think?
Okay, that's it for now. Thank you.
Guess I'll check back with the others. I already checked that one, Ronald. I have to keep visiting these two. They're a real pest.
Ask you a couple more things, please.
Well, why don't we just put him in jail for a little bit? You know, hold him for questioning 24 hours. It'd be easier. Wouldn't have to walk all around bloody town.
Have
Ever
you
seen one of these?
Is that from James?
Now, what do you know about James?
That he's creepy. He was selling them last Friday at the market. There's a market every week type thing. And, I usually go there for lunch.
So you wouldn't buy one of these?
No, I wouldn't. But Kate would.
Was she, into this sort of thing?
No, I don't think so. She bought one, and, I went round to her flat to try it out.
You did?
You're meant to see ghosts or spirits or something. It doesn't work.
How do you use it?
You're just meant to stare into it. Shall I show you?
Go ahead.
Oh, please. I can't wait for this.
Okay, so you just stare like this.
I hope something magic happens.
And,
Please be something magic.
Then you see...
Oh dear. We've lost her.
What?
Sorry, look, you're meant to see a ghost or something. Look, it doesn't work. Didn't work, so.
Take it away, please. Take it. I don't want to see it.
Aha.
Yep, you weren't there.
So, you went home to see your parents on Thursday night, that right?
Yes.
But you said you saw James at the market on Friday.
No, I went to see my parents on Friday night.
What time did you go on Friday?
8 or 9.
And you didn't see Kate at all on Friday?
No.
You're not a very good liar, Emma.
Okay. I saw Kate.
Where?
In the mirror.
At the pub we were arguing.
Go on. What were you arguing about?
Ooh, make it saucy.
I'd lent her £50 because she was desperate, and we were just arguing. It didn't really bother me. She just didn't have it.
And Kate broke the window?
Yes. She did things like that when she was angry.
Smash things?
Yes.
Kate smash.
So it was Emma arguing with Kate. But why didn't she want to admit it? In case it gave her a motive? Or something else?
Lent money to Kate because Kate needed it. Dude, Kate had bought a mirror. Visited the pub on Monday night with a friend. I saw Kate on Friday, not Thursday. How did Kate afford jewelry?
Aha. So you lent money to Kate because she was desperate, but she bought loads of jewelry and things. So why were you lending her money?
Well, no, it's because,
Make something up real fast. Good.
It wasn't about money, was it, Emma?
No.
Go on. What was it really about?
We were arguing because she was going to blackmail Ryan, the guy from Atlas, over an affair he was having, and then tell his wife if he didn't give her the money.
Ryan's affair with Kate?
No, I don't know. I think he was having an affair with another student and Kate found out.
And why were you involved?
Because
Why is there a
I didn't really
microscope back there?
I didn't agree with what she was doing, even if he did have an affair.
Were you friends with Ryan?
No, I'd never met him.
You just thought Kate was wrong?
Yeah.
Not sure about this. Emma's either on a moral crusade, or there's another reason she was worried about Kate blackmailing Ryan.
Arguing with Kate Ryan. Has never met Ryan. No. Got it. Woo!
Aha.
I'm busting you. Busted!
You said you went to an Atlas meeting with Simon.
Yes.
That's interesting, because I happen to know that Ryan is the main lecturer at Atlas. You said
Hey, yes.
Why did you say you don't know him?
Okay, I need to tell you something. I just need to make sure Simon doesn't find out.
I see dead people.
Tell Simon anything he doesn't have to hear.
And you can't tell Rebecca either.
Go on.
Okay, so the affair that happened was between Ryan and I. I was having the affair, and Kate knew.
So Kate was blackmailing both of you?
Where does the microscope fit in?
It was part of the course, you see, having to take all these risks. She thought it was funny to turn it back on Ryan. She thought I wouldn't care.
But you did.
Yes, I was already with Simon when Ryan and I, and I didn't want Simon finding out, and Kate thought that he wouldn't, but I didn't want her risking it. And then if Rebecca found out, then Simon would definitely have found out, and then it would have blown up, and it would have just been a big mess.
And so you just argued and what?
This guy is amazing.
Well, she just stormed off and broke a window.
And that was it? You didn't see her again that night?
No.
Are you sure?
Yes. I promise.
He's just in a completely different dimension of acting than the rest of the actors.
7 o'clock. So, Ryan's a bit of Lothario, is he?
Yeah.
This time I met this Ryan Rand face to face.
See what all the fuss is about. Well, I want to see him, but I guess I gotta go to Atlas itself. What? The woods are dark and scary. I'm watching you, Chain. Hello? Are there any students here? Ah, thank God.
Yes.
Oh my God. Oh God. What's happening?
Questions, all right?
Come in, Inspector.
Have you accepted Zeno in your life? I've got so many things to show him. I've got a whole bag of things.
Drink, Inspector.
Yes, it is.
So you wanted to speak to me?
I believe that Kate Vine was a student at Atlas.
Kate Vine? Well, yes, she was. All of this has been thoroughly investigated, Inspector. It was suicide.
Well, we have reason to believe there may be rather more to it than that.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, then, in that case, I'd be prepared to assist in any way possible.
Would you mind if I stepped out for a quick cigarette? Whoop.
I believe the last time you saw Kate Vine was at the pub last Friday. Then you came straight back with some of the students. Is that right?
Yes, I like to have a glass of port or two after a long day, and benefits of being married to the landlady.
A bit of a porto.
How did she seem that night?
The landlady?
Oh, sorry, I'm...
Kate.
Oh, Kate. Well, she was her usual self, drunk.
That was usual.
It was for her, yes. I mean, it didn't impair her ability, though. She was a very bright star, lots of potential, very enthusiastic.
So she seemed to be enjoying the course?
Well, as far as anybody could tell, yes.
When did you first meet her?
When she joined about 3 months ago.
And you hadn't met her before then?
No.
So you didn't suspect there was anything wrong?
Well, do you mean did I expect her to drown herself? Of course I didn't inspect her. It was quite a shock. Nobody expected that.
Enjoyed the course. It appeared happy, but she was fucking drunk all the time. Whatever.
Have you seen this before?
He's so happy right now.
Not that I recall.
You don't know whether Kate had lost this or not?
No, I've never seen it before, sorry.
Does Simon Thompson ride a bike, do you know?
I think so, yes. I think he drives as well, but I might be mistaken.
Have you tried Simon's homebrew?
Does he make homebrew? No, I haven't had the pleasure, sorry.
And I'm quite the aficionado.
Know what this is?
Yes. It's a freedom necklace. It's a symbol that we use on the course. It's supposed to represent freedom from the chains of your ancestry.
Have you ever bought one of these?
I haven't, but I've seen the students wearing them.
Yeah, the word of the day is this.
What do you know about the broken window at the back of the pub?
Rebecca told me about it. I don't know how it got smashed, though. I told her to tape over it. We can't have anybody cutting themselves. You have to be very health and safety conscious these days.
Have you seen this?
Can you tell me about this?
Haven't seen
I
that
love this guy so much.
I had a friend who used to make them for us for the course. He passed away last year.
What does the symbol mean?
It's borrowed from paganism. It's the symbol of the triple goddess, the mother, maiden, and crone, represented by the waxing and waning of the moon.
Do you wax your moon often?
Symbol. It predates Christianity. Some people say that it dates back to Paleolithic times.
Even dinosaur times.
Relevant to the course?
Well, no. I mean, it's a symbol we dabbled with, but it's not particularly relevant. We don't use it on the course, no.
No, we would never do that.
Do you know anything about an argument in the pub last Friday?
What time?
I believe it wasn't long after the pub opened.
No. I usually leave for the manor house about 6. I start preparations around 6:30. I like to get a head start.
Are you ever gonna drink that, or just wave it around?
Tell me about this.
It's the first one we ever had made. We had it designed by an agency after we'd spent weeks trying to find a name for this place.
It took you weeks?
Don't be like that, Inspector. I thought it was a rather grand name. Actually, if I'm being honest, I plucked it out of thin air one night in the George while I was having a few gin and tonics. Well, actually, somebody left a book and I stole it.
I'm naughty.
Have you seen one of these before?
The second word of the day is these.
I believe that looks like a scrying mirror to me.
You have seen one before?
Well, I used to have one myself, actually, along with lots of other bits and pieces of that nature. Silly things, you know.
Really?
Really?
Yes, when I was in my teenage years, I had quite an obsession with that kind of thing. I was a very somber child, and well, not that you could tell.
I had a real scrying problem.
Games, reading books about that kind of malarkey.
Mazes and monsters,
what sort of
you know.
books did you read?
Well, books on black magic, not the chocolates.
What?
Witchcraft, satanic rituals, that kind of thing. I grew out of it, of course.
But you're not into that sort of thing now.
Of course I'm not. I don't need to believe in the supernatural, Inspector. The natural world is far more interesting. Don't you think so?
Okay. Could have sworn this would mean something. Alright. First poster pick for Atlas. Okay, some more. Doesn't know about an argument in the poob. Really? That's when the argument took place, though. See, that I thought the argument started at 6:30. Huh. Three months ago at Atlas. Well.
Thank you. Probably be back later.
Whoop. Thank you. Whoop, I got turned around. Back to wandering around for clues. What? I can't push this tree down.
Not defacing public property, please.
What's it to you?
Well, I'm a policeman.
And that's supposed to make what difference exactly?
Well, you're breaking the law.
You do exactly what I tell you to do.
Or what? Or you arrest me?
Yes.
Well, I'll give you a fine this time.
So, if I do something that you don't like, I have to give you some money. What happens if you do something that I don't like? You're going to give me some money?
Look, I do not have time to discuss it at the moment. Could you just go?
I'm trying to have a game here. Solving a mystery.
Pathetic.
All right, got to get out my billy club. Metal. Well, that was disappointing.
What a prize brat. But why would he carve that into a tree?
You throw up the horns, man.
Or there's more to that symbol than meets the eye.
Metal.
What are you? Private eye?
No, I'm a police inspector.
Who are you looking for?
I'm investigating a death in the village.
Just wandering around, really.
Student, man. They did one last year, too. Same place.
Did what?
Drowned a student. Ask that psycho about it. He runs that business cult thing up at the big house. bunch of nut jobs.
Hey, what was the student's name?
I don't know.
Liam something?
Laura Palm something. Laura Palmer.
Atlas's reputation precedes them. I think I might call the station. Find out a bit more about this Liam.
It's bigger on the inside. No, actually, it's the exact same size you'd think on the inside.
Yeah, the chief's put me on a case tonight, the Edenton girl.
Friday night, you poor sod. I thought that was sorted out anyway.
I wish it was. Listen, are you near a computer?
I can be. Yeah, go on.
Do you know anything about a death last year? Someone called Liam in Edenton Village?
Don't remember it. Hang on, let's have a look. Edenton Village. Yeah, Liam Rogers. Says suicide last year.
Suicide?
Hang on, 2 suicides in 2 years, both in Edenton. Blimey, you've got your work cut out, Jenksy.
Yeah, don't I know it?
Right, well, good luck with that. See you Monday.
Thanks, Mike.
I hope he goes, "Have you seen this before?" and throws up the horns.
Just a few more questions, if you don't mind.
All right, make yourself at home. The finger symbol.
If I did that,
Fucking A.
mean anything to you?
Yeah. It's a Satanism symbol. Satanists use it.
Have you ever seen anyone using it?
Lots of people. Politicians, presidents, CEOs.
Woo!
Have you ever
Ozzy.
seen anyone local using it?
Not that I remember.
Did you know Liam?
Liam who?
Liam who died.
You mean Liam who killed himself?
Yeah.
He was in my year, on a different course.
What course was Liam on?
Can't remember, not mine.
What was yours?
Plant science. First time I knew
Plants.
Liam was when he killed himself.
Right, so you didn't meet him?
James' degree is in plant science. No. Hang on. I've never seen anyone local using this symbol. Hang on. Didn't think so. Okay, here's something going on here. I don't know what, though. Yes, I didn't socialize with her. I guess not. All right.
Thank you. Probably be back later.
Oh, let's check behind the house again. You never know. No. I don't know why I keep expecting things to change, but eventually something will. If only I could buy a flashlight. He's gonna throw the horns up everywhere he goes now.
Ask about a few more things, please. Have you seen one of these?
These?
Is it meant to be black like that?
I think so.
No.
If I did this, would that mean anything to you?
Why is it meant to mean something?
No, no.
It means it's awesome.
What do you know about Liam?
You mean Liam who took his life? He used to play in a band, Black Rock or something? No, Black Stone. Very gothic. I used to let them play in here sometimes at the weekends. They were quite good.
Did you know there was anything wrong? I mean, why he might have...
No, I didn't know him very well.
I would have thought that would work. Being a metal band and all, you know. Play in the pub. I would have thought that would be... Didn't know Liam very well. Band called Blackstone. No, I think that's it.
That's all for the moment. Thank you.
I can't get something to eat. Come on. He needs to have a t-shirt with this on it. Let's bother him some more. This is only like the 8th trip I've made to them.
Couple more questions, if that's okay. If I did this, would it mean anything to you?
No. Why?
It's okay. Thanks.
I just like doing it. This.
What do you know about a student called Liam? Committed suicide last year.
Only that I didn't know him really well.
Be back later on, if that's okay.
No, I want to go back in. No.
There you go. Come on. Cute.
Again.
Smells nice. What is that?
Chili pork.
Ah, no idea you were a cook.
Oh, no, I used to be more into it.
Nice mic job there.
Used to grow my own herbs and everything.
Not here.
No. At the farmhouse where I used to live.
Oh, where was that?
That's what James
On the
lives.
farm?
Yeah, we used to share a house together. The farmer used to let us use a corner on his greenhouse to grow stuff.
I didn't know you knew James that well.
Well, didn't really get on.
Where are the greenhouses?
Well, it's just through the farmyard at the back.
Interesting. Ever seen one of these?
Oh, he underplayed that one.
Yeah, that's one of James's. He's into like New Age stuff, mysticism, magic spells, that sort of thing. He's nuts, though. I mean, he thinks the government are tracking him or something.
Why would he think that?
Well, I don't know. You'd have to ask him.
If I did
This!
would that mean anything to you?
Who did you see doing that?
Someone in the woods.
carving it into a tree.
That was Kyle. It's a guy from the course. He's an idiot.
And where does he live?
I can't remember.
Hell.
Somewhere outside the village. The three fingers thing is something the students started doing. It's something from the course.
Is it?
The three freedoms.
What?
Satanists.
The three freedoms.
They're Satanists.
It's from the course. It's a phrase.
Free to be free.
Free yourself from the things that are holding you back, right? Things that stop you being successful.
What are they?
There's fear of failure, guilt, and doubting, self-doubt.
You believe that?
Yeah. Guilt ruins lives. It stops you looking forward. It serves no practical purpose. It's basically destructive.
Okay, calm down, bro.
Right.
Are you guilty?
Free to be free. Not the most original slogan, but I wonder how far this freedom goes.
What do you know about Liam?
Liam?
Local lad. Took his life.
Oh, that Liam.
The dead one.
Yeah, I heard about him.
But you didn't know him?
No, I know he went to college, but didn't really know him. It's sad, though.
James is into New Age mysticism. Tried selling it, doesn't see James very often. Yeah. Doesn't know Liam. Heard about him, but...
Thank you. Probably be back later.
Emma, I have more things to show you.
Do you know the phrase, free to be free?
Yeah. It's an Atlas thing. I first heard it when I went with Simon.
What did they say about it?
They said that you shouldn't feel guilty if you do something wrong.
Hail the Dark Lord.
I don't agree with that.
No?
No. No, I think you should feel guilty if you do something wrong.
What did Simon think?
I don't know, but I don't think he agreed with that either.
Doubt Simon agrees with it fully. Heard the phrase.
That's it for the time being. Thank you.
He's just going around town throwing the horns up to everybody he sees. I hope that guy's still drinking.
A few more questions, please.
Have you seen this?
If I did this, would that mean anything to you?
He's still drinking.
Is that what you're getting at, Inspector?
This is not something you use on the course.
Of course it's not something we use on the course, Inspector. I don't even know what that could possibly mean exactly.
What can you tell me about Liam?
Oh, Liam. You mean the boy who committed... Very unfortunate, isn't it?
Did you know him?
Oh, yes. Well, I say know him. I met him in the pub. Seemed very happy sort of person. Well, I say he seemed happy.
Can you tell me a bit about the phrase free to be free?
Free to be free, my favourite motto.
Of course, the course isn't free.
Well, we teach our students that people, well, they suffer from excessive guilt, don't they? Excessive self-criticism, excessive doubt. Evils of excess, we call them.
White guilt.
And we tell our students that if they rid themselves of these evils, then they're free to realise their full potential.
Who came up with all this?
I have a background in psychology.
Honestly?
Yeah, don't look so surprised, Inspector. There's an intellect lurking in here.
Which I'm steadily trying to drown with alcohol.
With the phrase?
When we were based at the village hall. When I say we, I came up with the phrase. Dad's more the money man.
And very successful at it too, I hear.
Oh, he's successful. But he's not a creative man.
Like George Lucas.
Suffers from a lack of imagination.
Had met Liam in the pub. Really? Thinks the fingers is a devil's sign. Really? Huh. Ryan invented the phrase. Base the village hall. It's weird when you find a contradiction and it doesn't accept it, you know. I suppose that's it.
Thank you. Probably be back later.
Yeah!
Would you start a session? Do you mind?
I'm terribly sorry. I'll leave you in peace.
Well, you're the guy carving the horns in the tree. Well, now I can't go in there at all. That's a shame. I need to get myself a bicycle. It's got to keep checking all the places, you know. Oh, mentioned the village hall, but nothing there. Investigate down behind the pub. Come on, have something be there. Please. Shit! Gotta be something.
Simon mentioned another greenhouse on the farm. Must be up the hill over there.
Go higher. Leaves at 3, smoke some weed. Woo!
I wonder if James knows this is here. Don't know what it is. It'd be interesting to see what he says about it.
It's hash, bro. Little known fact, the police can just walk in and start ransacking your shit without a warrant. Yeah.
Ask you a couple more things, please. Ever hear the phrase, free to be free? Heard anyone use that?
Nah. What is it, a song?
No, I don't think so. Doesn't matter.
I think it's Led Zeppelin.
Could you tell me what these are? I found them in the greenhouse.
We're snooping around on the farm, have we?
It's called investigating, James.
Yeah. It's just mint. Mint leaves. For cooking.
Yeah, I heard you were a bit of a budding chef.
Budding is right.
Won a few competitions.
Very impressive. So you normally just leave packets of mint lying around?
Must have dropped it.
I tend to throw packets of mint all over the place. Jinx's Black Mirror.
That's all for the moment. Thank you.
Damn, I thought it was hash. I'm gonna keep this anyway. Just run around asking everyone everything. Bing.
A few more questions, if you don't mind. Ever heard the phrase free to be free?
Do you mean the Atlas thing? Yes, I have.
Know what it means?
It means being free of guilt.
What do you think about that?
You mean, do I think it's a bad thing?
Do you? I mean, surely if you have done something wrong...
Oh, but that's the point, Inspector. Most people spend their time feeling guilty over nothing, and that's not a good thing.
Do you know what these are?
These.
Oh, magic mint.
Magic.
Where did you find this?
Magic mint.
Salvia divinorum. I used to grow it years ago. It makes you trip.
In what way?
It's a hallucinogenic.
Give it a shot.
Legal. Quite a dangerous combination, really.
Do you use it?
Me? No. No, I don't even take medicines. I like to stay pure.
I didn't expect Rebecca to know about growing drugs. I know she claims not to use them herself, but I'm not so sure. Be back later on, if that's okay.
Stop sitting at the bar. Just leave. Yeah, I gotta ask him about the magic mint shit. I didn't ask about Liam. No, I did.
A few more questions, if you don't mind. Ever heard of Salvia divinorum, James?
Was that skin cream?
It's not a skin cream, no. It's a plant.
Really? Don't know much about plants.
So you've never heard of Salvia?
No.
Okay, well, that pretty much easy as hell.
So, your degree is in plant science, but you don't seem to know anything about plants.
It is an English university.
Still got a lot to learn.
So you're still saying you've never heard of Salvia?
Didn't say that.
So you have.
Maybe.
And you do grow it?
Yeah, it's legal, why not?
What do you do with it?
I use it for explorative purposes, meditation.
And does this involve anybody else?
Why?
Do you sell it or give it to anybody else? Sure.
Yeah, it's just for me, nobody else.
Lies!
It's the only drug you grow, is it?
Feel free to go and look if you want.
It's okay, I'll look later. The only drug he grows? Not sure I believe that, James. Then again, would someone growing illegal drugs bother growing a legal one? Aha.
Yep.
When you say herbal tea, do you mean salvia?
Probably.
So you traded salvia tea with Simon for his homebrew?
So?
So why did you say you didn't give salvia to anybody else?
No.
Did you give it to anybody else?
Do I have to run your ass into the station?
Did you give it to? Did you give it to Kate?
No.
How about Liam?
I didn't have anything to do with him dying, if that's what you mean.
So you did give him salvia?
Yes, I gave him salvia because he asked for it, but that's not what killed him.
Well, he committed suicide, James, because of psychological issues that probably
issues
by him trying hallucinogenic drugs.
Didn't commit suicide. You don't know anything about him. You don't know what happened.
Okay, so what happened then?
Do you even know about Third Eye?
Go on.
You don't know about Third Eye. You don't know about Third Eye. You know nothing about Liam's death. I mean, forget salvia.
What's the Third Eye?
Fine, tell me then.
Third Eye was a cult. We had our very own psycho cult operating right here from our village hall.
Woo.
And I got rid of them single-handed. I'm the one who got rid of Third Eye. Did they tell you that at the station?
Okay, start.
Yeah, start.
They were what?
You don't know anything, do you? Look.
Let me get the chalkboard here.
They were reeling in students, pretending to be some sort of happy life course, you know. We can make your life better sort of crap. Then they were putting everyone through this
Illuminati
program to make them compliant, and selling them on. It's all there.
What do you mean, selling them on?
Selling them. Objects, commodities.
To who?
To anyone who could afford them. Top politicians, famous celebrities, wealthy businessmen, you name it.
This goes all the way to the crown.
You don't get it, do you? Third Eye were making and selling slaves. They were black market slave traders. They were wiping people's personalities using ECT, brainwashing, cocktails of hard drugs, deliberately turning them into...
The music's
perfect
turned
slaves.
dire.
You know how much slaves are worth on the black market these days?
No.
How much?
Millions. And I'm talking per slave. That's why anyone who stood up to them and threatened to go public like Liam was just killed off. They didn't give it down.
So you're saying Liam was murdered by Third Eye?
Exactly what I'm saying. So I started looking into it. They're all saying it was suicide, but there's no way.
So, did you ever actually meet Liam?
I found out about him.
And how did you find out about all this other stuff?
It's obvious, you can tell. I met some of the students. You could see straight away there was something wrong. They were like zombies. And I can tell when someone's got ECT damage or when they've been through mind conditioning. It's just obvious. I mean, US military used all these techniques back in
MK Ultra, man. Everyone knows about that.
They showed all the same signs.
So, did you ever actually go to a meeting?
No, but I knew what went on.
How?
From what people said who'd been through it.
Okay, so do you know anyone I could speak to who did go through it?
Well, no. Look, it doesn't matter. Why did they close down if it wasn't true? They just closed down and disappeared overnight after I put all the flyers up. Bit of a coincidence.
But that was just after Liam died.
Yeah,
And do you think that had anything to do with it?
maybe, but it was the flyers that brought some...
You should write a book.
Okay. Do you mind if I keep this?
Yeah, you investigate it. It'll all come out. Third Eye definitely killed Liam.
Kaiser Susie.
That was a lot to take in. Does James really believe all this stuff? This is the first I've heard about Third Eye. Question is, what's their connection with Atlas, if there is one?
Show this to everybody.
Okay, that's it for now.
Okay. Cuckoo, cuckoo. Gotta see here. No, talking an awful lot about the village hall, but still can't check it out.
Couple more questions, if that's okay.
Seriously, we should just put him into a holding cell.
You know what these are, by any chance?
These.
No. Sorry.
Can I try some?
I don't know anything about plants or things like that, but you should ask Rebecca. She used to live on a farm. She'd know.
Ever heard of Salvia divinorum?
Yeah, I've heard of it. It's a drug, isn't it?
Yeah. Hallucinogenic drug.
It's awesome.
No, I've never taken any illegal substances.
Have you seen this?
Yeah. It was all over college last year. James made it. Idiot.
So you don't agree with what I'm saying?
No, I don't agree with anything James says. He's absolutely crazy. He thinks that the government has been controlled by aliens, that we're all bugged. He's nuts.
All right. Didn't think so. Saw the flyer while at college last year. No, I think that's it.
Thank you. Probably be back later. Know what these are?
No. Look a bit like sage leaves.
Haven't seen them before, though.
Not at all, no.
What about the tea, yo? Suppose not.
Ever heard of Salvia Divinorum?
Salvia Divinorum?
Salvia Divinorum.
Mint, same thing.
Oh, yeah, you mean the drug? Yeah, I've heard of that.
Yeah, ever tried it?
Like, once or twice, yeah. But it's not really my sort of thing. It messes with your brain. I've never tried any other drugs either. Well, nothing like that. Nothing hallucinogenic.
But he would think, what, one?
Have you seen this before?
This.
Oh. Is this the thing that James did? Yeah, I've heard of it.
What do you know about all this? Third Eye, I think they were called?
I don't really know anything about it. I mean, I've heard about Liam's death, but all I know about Three Eyes or whatever is on this flyer.
So you hadn't heard about Third Eye?
No, sorry.
Doesn't know anything about Third Eye. He may have smoked, but he did not inhale. Well, that's a dated reference. Woo. James made the flyer.
Thank you. Probably be back later.
Well, we gotta ask Rebecca. Really want to try some of this herbal tea. Like, just head on back.
Cheese, please. Thank you. Have you seen this before?
Don't take any notice of that.
Why?
James Wilson is a fantasist. He spends his time pretending to cast spells in the woods. He's not exactly a stable person. And, I heard that he was involved with growing cannabis.
Really?
Well, don't quite
The hashish?
So you don't think there's any truth at all to this?
None at all.
That's all for the moment. Thank you.
I swear to God, none's gonna be here. God. I don't need to see the animations to get in every building.
Ask you a couple more things, please.
Things.
Do you know what this is?
Looks like chopped tea bags to me. What is it?
I just...
I don't know anything about plants, Inspector. What you should do is ask Rebecca. She knows far more about these things than I do. Messy things, growing things.
Plants are funny.
Have you ever heard of Salvia Divinorum?
No. What is it?
It's a hallucinogenic plant. A legal one. At least for the moment.
I've no interest in drugs, Inspector. My job. That's the only drug I need.
Actually, drink the drink.
Do you know any students who may have used hallucinogens?
No. My students aren't interested in that kind of thing. Besides,
drink it.
No one is allowed drugs or alcohol onto the site. I don't think anyone has ever brought drugs to Atlas.
Do you have any medicines on site at all?
No, we're not allowed. Insurance purposes.
What do you know about this?
Not much.
So you've never seen this before? You don't know anything about Third Eye?
Well, I don't remember seeing it now.
You don't recognize any of the symbols on it?
No, sorry.
But you did all the Satanist shit. Okay, apparently that doesn't work. Trying to bust him on the Satanist stuff isn't working. No medicines, brought drugs to Atlas, didn't draw drugs or alcohol to Atlas premises. Nope. Yay!
Aha. Ryan, you've just told me all about the moon symbols on the mask. Then you're claiming you don't know anything about the symbols on the flyer. It's all the same thing.
Oh, actually, yes.
Yes, I know all about Satanism.
So what did you know about Third Eye?
Oh, not much, really. Never came into contact with them.
You buy that?
That explanation was way too short. Ryan's definitely hiding something.
Ryan invented the phrase. Huh. Never came into contact with Third Eye. Only knows what he heard about it. Got it. Yes.
Aha.
Yes.
According to the flyer, this Third Eye group was based at the village hall, is that right?
Was it?
And that's where you were based, wasn't it? Yeah, you said you invented the Atlas phrase free to be free while you were based at the village hall.
So I did.
So you must have come into contact
Aha.
with Third Eye at some point. You were using the same hall.
Well, I'm afraid I haven't been entirely honest with you, Inspector.
Go on.
You see, Third Eye
Is my wife.
Third Eye is, or was, Atlas under a different name.
Sorry.
Atlas is Third Eye.
In a new improved form, yes.
We have
And
better
you
cards.
ran Third Eye.
With Dad, yes.
So you must have known Liam. You didn't just meet him, did you?
Yes, I knew him, Inspector, but don't get your hopes up. All of this has been thoroughly investigated.
We're all massive Satanists, so what?
been investigating
Free country.
They dropped the case. We didn't have anything to do with it. Well, when I say drop the case, I mean a police investigation is one thing, but what the public thinks is another. They threatened to go public, and then James bloody Wilson started distributing his flyers, and that was it. No choice.
Should have destroyed him when I had the chance.
Change the name.
We'd already paid the family an out-of-court settlement. Thought that was an end. But then James, his cronies, they wouldn't leave it alone. So we had to close down. Buy a new place. Rebrand. So eventually, we reopened here.
As Atlas.
As Atlas.
And it worked.
Up till now, yes.
So you knew James Wilson too?
We knew James, but he didn't know us as such. Oh, he was very quick to shoot us down, but he didn't do anything like actually coming to the course to see what he was about.
So James wouldn't know that you were now running Atlas?
Not unless he came to one of our courses.
And how much of all that stuff was true? ECT machines, brainwashing.
that exists only exclusively in the mind of Mr. Wilson. All we do is make better business people. We challenge their prejudices and presumptions.
Nah.
Why don't you come along and see for yourself?
One of us, Inspector. One of us.
Excuse me, Inspector.
Honestly, I would love to see this course.
Hello.
This is the Dark Lord Satan. You have to come back to hell.
All right.
Love you.
All right.
Good.
See you later.
Kisses.
That was that. I have to go back. You can come and meet him if you like.
Well, I might come and have a chat.
Come with me.
Bing. It's getting awfully late in the day.
To be perfectly honest, Dad's a great businessman, but he lacks imagination.
It's very cozy here.
That's how I believe in the power of the individual, when taught by the right teacher, of course. Ryan, in here.
Can I get you a cup of child's blood?
He's through here.
The police are here, Dad.
To whom do I owe the pleasure?
Detective Inspector Jenks. I'm investigating a death in the village.
This is a really real badge.
Oh, I thought all this was dealt with, Inspector. Kate Vine was a gherkin short of a big mad. You do now. Father. You must forgive my son, Inspector. I still can't summon up the courage to come straight to the point. So,
well, a few more questions if you don't mind.
I do mind. I'm a very busy man. Try asking an intelligent question, like, do I mind being quizzed about a once promising student who turned into a useless drunk?
Whoa!
And would you mind leaving us for a while?
I'll go back to the center. I have one or two things to prepare.
I have the keys to the car.
If you need me, Dad.
Yeah, he is hardcore Alan Rickmaning.
Although I'm not going to be able to help you. I don't have much to do with the course nowadays, so I can't give you any hard information.
That's as maybe, but we
No, that's
need...
as is. But...
Jesus Christ, this guy's intense.
I'd be quite happy to give it to you. So, far away.
Okay, thank you.
I'm gonna need some backup.
Wow, Paul certainly doesn't take any prisoners. It's obvious who's pulling the strings in this
I have so many things to show him.
He got up to in their previous guise as Third Eye. 8 o'clock already.
Better get to showing him things.
How well did you know Kate?
Hardly knew it at all.
Her soul was delicious.
Met her a few times. But the course, that's about all.
So when was the last time you saw her?
Last Friday. I just popped out of the course and about 7.
Did you speak to her then?
It's possible.
And how did she seem? Was she happy, sad, preoccupied?
She was drunk.
10 points from Gryffindor, Mr. Potter.
Do you know if Kate had lost this? It's her driving
This?
How would I know that?
You didn't see it lying around anywhere?
No.
I like to think he just, like, upends the contents of his messenger bag on the couch, like in a big pile, and just starts showing him things.
Did you know anything about Simon Thompson's bike?
Well, that's that.
Ever tried Simon's homebrew? Simon Thompson?
No, I haven't. I wouldn't touch anything that has had Simon's fingers in it.
Mr. Potter.
Have you seen this?
Yeah, this guy, that never gets old.
Where did you find it?
It was, in the woods.
Presumably had something to do with Kate or a killer.
Well, that's what I'm trying to establish.
Shouldn't it be in an evidence bag, Inspector, in case of contamination?
Oh, shit, you're right.
I don't have one with me, unfortunately.
Not a very good police officer.
Don't go testing it for DNA, will you? It's got yours all over it.
Your finger grease, Mr. Potter.
What do you know about this?
It's a freedom necklace. It's a symbol we use sometimes on the course. Little bird in cage flying away. Freeing themselves from their past is the analogy.
So do they get them when they join the course or something?
No, not as a rule. I think I bought one once as a present.
Oh, not for Kate, by any chance?
No, not for Kate. I can't remember.
My dear mummy.
For a birthday present, maybe for one of the students.
Which student?
I've no idea.
This guy's awesome. Insists he didn't buy it for Kate. Watch for your next for a student. Put the mask on.
This.
Oh.
Looks like a mask.
You don't recognize it?
Not particularly. Looks like a monarch mask.
What's a monarch mask?
Monarch is fancy dress outfitters. Ryan goes there sometimes.
They make creepy masks too.
What did you hear about an argument in the pub last Friday?
I didn't go to the pub last Friday.
You didn't hear anything about an argument in the pub?
Should I have?
No, that's fine.
Jesus Christ. He scares me.
Could you tell me a bit about this?
Had it designed
This.
by an agency.
And when was that?
Last year.
Is that when you started the business?
Yes, I suppose so.
You must hurry, detective. The winter equinox is rapidly approaching. My power is at its peak.
Have you ever seen one of these before?
I believe it's a scrying mirror, pagan thing.
Ever used one?
Why would I use a scrying mirror?
I am the devil.
So you have no interest at all in this sort of thing?
No.
Does the Atlas course use them at all?
Not at all. Strange question.
Show him the horns. Do it.
If I did this,
This.
would it mean anything to you?
I presume you've seen an Atlas student doing that.
Ah, so this is an Atlas thing.
Well, it wasn't exactly our idea. The students started doing it spontaneously to show commitment to the cause.
Oh, I'm afraid the deflector shield.
Which student did you see doing that?
I'm not sure, but he was carving it into a tree. I told him to stop.
Did you really? Why?
Defacing public property.
That's the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard. What's the punishment for that kind of thing nowadays? Prison sentence?
It's usually a fine.
All right.
He's nervous.
Defiling public liberty. Does that carry a fine too?
Oddly enough, the student in question argued a similar point. Is that something you encourage on the Atlas course?
We encourage people who put ideas first and moral anachronisms second.
You SJW
Problem
prick.
with the law, Inspector, is that it's out of date.
Well, I suppose that's a matter of opinion. However, you still respect it.
Respect it. I abide by it. We all play by the book, Inspector, but that's only because of the threat of possible incarceration.
What should concern you right now, Mr. Bond, is the threat of this laser.
How well did you know Liam?
Liam who?
Liam, who took his life.
Oh. Well, as far as I remember, he was a good student, confident, outgoing.
You didn't notice any problems?
Aside from being dead, no.
Were you there when he died?
Yes.
And afterwards? You didn't see him after the meeting?
No.
What was Liam like that night?
No. Apart from being drunk, or possibly because of that, he seemed perfectly happy.
He was drunk?
Well, I assume the bottle in his hand contained whiskey and not lemonade.
Lots of similarities to Kate, don't you think? Drinking, depression, is that normal for the students?
People come into the Atlas course for quick solutions to their problems. And when they don't get them as quickly as they might have liked,
they go killing.
Sometimes their impatience gets the better of them.
This guy is so spooky. Oh my god, this guy's intense. I'll be right back. I love I have so many questions to ask this guy.
Can you tell me a little about the Atlas phrase, free to be free?
Where did you hear that?
I was talking to one of your students.
Oh yes, one of my students.
It's a little phrase we conjured up to summarize our objectives.
What is your objective, if you don't mind me asking?
Mine, or do you mean the course's objective?
On the course.
The objective of the course is to free people from bondage. We teach that most people are crippled by their past, by guilt, their attitudes, their beliefs.
Feminists.
All that kind of nonsense.
Guilt cripples people.
Feeling guilty in business is like a meat eater feeling guilty in an abattoir. Guilt comes from the archaic emotional centers of the brain. It's a vestige of our animal ancestry, that's all. In business, you heed it at your peril.
Take your Jedi weapon.
I'm sorry, Inspector. My house appears to be haunted.
I believe you.
Would you mind closing the door?
He used the Force to do that. You know he did.
Guilt has no place in business.
None at all. I have few beliefs, Inspector.
Except the dark side.
What if you have done something wrong?
Well, that's the whole point. Guilt has nothing to do with it.
Interesting opinion.
When we are free of guilt, the dark side is free to reign supreme, Inspector. You should join us.
Know what this is, by any chance?
I've no idea. Gardening isn't my kind of thing. Rebecca would probably know. I presume you've met Rebecca.
Yes,
I'm sure she'd enjoy telling you what it is. She's the kind of woman who likes to feel superior.
I admire that in a woman.
And then decide to run her own pub.
Yes, why was that?
Well, she isn't exactly housewife material. She likes to be in control, like Maya. Shame, isn't it, that I'm in control of both of them?
Both my apprentices. One day I will have them destroy each other, and only one of them will take their place at my right side.
Have you ever heard of Salvia divinorum, or magic mint?
Sounds like it might be a drug.
It's a hallucinogenic plant. Legal, as a matter of fact.
I'm not a drug taker, Inspector.
I'm a soul taker.
I have no enthusiasm for voluntarily poisoning your brain.
And you've never seen anyone on the course taking it?
Well, if someone had, they wouldn't have done it openly.
I would have destroyed
them. We don't allow drugs or alcohol on our course. We like to tell the students that success is the best drug.
Aside from hatred.
Whether you buy into that, of course, is another matter.
Anger. is a far better drug.
What do you know?
Oh, this is gonna be good.
So you've been graced with Goebbels' company already, have you? James, our local minister for propaganda.
Jedi.
I suppose Ryan already told you about our actual previous incarnation.
He explained, yes.
Did he tell you anything scandalous?
Not unless you count the suicide.
These things happen.
Was it your idea?
The suicide?
Third eye.
Yeah, I suppose it was. As my son had started to atrophy, I decided I ought to give him something to do.
Running a cult seemed like a good idea.
Was the same as Atlas teaching business skills.
Very similar.
So Liam's death didn't prompt you to make any changes?
There was nothing we could do about Liam's death, Inspector, any more than we could do anything about Kate's. It was out of our control.
You can't blame me for wondering, Paul. 2 student deaths in 2 years.
It's called a coincidence, Inspector. I expect they ate fast food also. But you're not investigating all the local chippies, are you?
Mr. Potter. Wow. Wow. I'm afraid to call this guy out on any contradictions. I'm content to let this one rest. I'm so intimidated by this guy, I can't remember half what he said. Hasn't seen the mask before. Third eye, very similar to Atlas. Wasn't in the pub last Friday. Chippies. Last year. Poster designed by an agency. Nope. There's used for scrying. No. Was it Atlas the night Liam died? Aha! Liam had been drinking all night at the seminar.
Aha. So if you don't allow drink or drugs onto the site, why did you allow Liam to drink whiskey all night?
Careful, detective.
Well, we did give him various warnings. Did try to stop him, but didn't work.
But you let him stay on the course?
Yeah, well, we couldn't throw him out. This isn't a primary school, Inspector. We're not the police. We can't enforce these rules. If they pay their fees, they're entitled to stay on the course.
And what if they want to take drugs?
As long as they do it with discretion, frankly, I don't care if they want to wipe or inject paint stripper all over their faces.
Do you store any alcohol at Atlas?
No.
Is there a kitchen?
Why, do you want to go down there and check?
Well, obviously you wouldn't mind if what you're saying is true.
Of course I wouldn't mind. It's past the lavatories down the corridor, but you won't find any drugs in there or alcohol.
I'll call ahead.
Whether I find alcohol at Atlas or not, it probably isn't particularly relevant. But it's worth a look anyway.
So it's not relevant, but you want to look anyway.
You're playing a dangerous game, Inspector. No place for guilt in business.
Yeah, there's no alcohol on site, but that one guy was drinking the entire time. He was drinking booze that entire interview. God, his childhood must have been frightening. He never actually did drink it. Monarch costumes. I might be done with this guy. Thrown it very somewhere to
Be back later on if that's okay.
Yes. I rather think you won't, Inspector.
I get the feeling I might be seeing a lot of Paul tonight.
Yeah, no shit. Maybe I'll find just a key in the woods. God, that guy was awesome. He instantly catapulted this game like 2 stars.
So the kitchen must be down the corridor there if what Paul said is true.
Wow. That guy's he should be in everything. Booze! Oh. Stay where I can see you, tea kettle. Porn!
Interesting.
Do not
well,
move.
There's a TV right there with a DVD player.
Oh, you don't want to see what's on this.
Mind if I have a quick look at this?
That's convenient. Log jamming starts up. Are you the real Batman? You see, this is what happens when... Huh.
Well, that was odd. Looked like someone pickpocketing, but why make a video of it?
Welcome to Atlas. You're taking your first steps into a brave new world of occultism. The First Order will reign supreme.
Freedom, true freedom, means freedom from many vices that society had traditionally believed to be virtues. Self-criticism, self-doubt, guilt. Ladies and gentlemen, these are not virtues. These are sins. Born of a fake morality implanted deep within our minds and collective consciousness by governments and religions through the ages, with the sole purpose of preventing the masses, stopping us from achieving the same success, happiness, and freedom enjoyed by those at the very pinnacle of society.
Joel Osteen?
I'm going to show you that common morality is nothing more than the cynical creation of an elite desperate to stay in power. An elite
There is so no one else in this room.
from reaching your full potential by making you feel guilty for pursuing success. But the good news is that you can take back control. You can become the success you deserve to be.
Yes, we can.
Atlas will give you a unique and powerful advantage. Life in all its technicolor glory can be yours.
For only $49.95 a week.
Is to stay, embrace it, enjoy it, and learn to love your ambition.
His comedy act is horrible.
Welcome to Atlas.
Well, I'm convinced. How can I sign up? Never gonna give you up. Never gonna let you down. Ah. Hey, they said they didn't have any drugs, and there's a first aid kit on the wall. Hello, I've been drinking.
Let yourself go.
Let yourself go.
Feel your soul.
Oh dear. Oh no.
Then wait for the moment to break free.
Oh god.
Excellent.
Good.
Well.
Oh no. Oh.
What's going on here?
Please leave.
Sorry, Ryan. There's a few more questions I have to ask you yet, and time's ticking by.
Is he the doctor?
Okay.
It's all for the greater good, Inspector. The greater good. They're just playing D&D. Come on. I would have rather watched the rest of that little lesson there. It wasn't creepy enough. What did I just Hey! Lucky me. What did I just get? A remote control for some sort of lock. I hope this leads to some kind of secret bunker where weird Satanist shit is going on.
Just a few more questions, if you don't mind.
Oh, I have such things to show you.
Have you seen this?
This!
Before?
No. No, sorry.
Shall we plug it in?
What do you know about doll burning?
Not on the course. It's a ritual thing. It's getting rid of things that you don't need. Throw it into the fire.
And that's a good thing?
Well, yeah, it helps you getting rid of things you don't need, so you can move on and take control again.
So what are the masks for?
They're just to help you get into the right frame of mind. Just get you into the zone, you know, help with the trance.
A trance?
Yeah.
Trancing.
It's like self-hypnosis. We do it on the course sometimes. It's just to help you get into the right frame of mind.
Brainwashing, you know.
So you hypnotize yourself? How do you do that?
Scrying mirror.
Just stare into a mirror and chant something, you know, just say the same thing over and over again.
Yeah, everyone does it.
Or you can just close your eyes and put yourself into a trance. Some people can do that.
And that's safe?
Well, yeah. Hypnosis doesn't work the way that most people think it does.
Can I do it?
You can't just be hypnotized if you don't want to be hypnotized. But you can learn to hypnotize yourself.
What did you say it was called? Auto-hypnosis?
Self-hypnosis, auto-hypnosis, same thing, really.
I think Simon was a bit too...
It's your little eyeballs.
Auto-hypnosis on the course. I'll have to ask around about this.
Have you seen this?
Thank you. Probably be back later. Have you seen this before?
No? Don't think so.
Would you like to?
What do you know about doll burning?
Doll burning.
How'd I get burned? How'd I get burned? How'd I get burned?
No, they didn't do that when you were there.
No.
Do you know what auto-hypnosis is?
It's some type of self-hypnosis, isn't it?
Yeah. Have you ever tried it?
No, I haven't. But I think Kate was into it.
Liar!
She learned it from when she went to Atlas.
And what did she tell you about it?
Not a...
Liar!
Really. I think it helped
Liar!
her. I think she used it as a sort of self-meditation.
Uh-huh. Okay. I thought that would lead to something, but apparently no. This has to lead to something. To an Atlas seminar with Simon. All right.
That's it for the time being. Thank you.
Still nothing there. Oh, I know what to do. We're finally going to go behind the house. I get to do a thing behind the house. I bet it opens a garage door. Bicycles. Guitars.
So, those are Ryan's guitars, kept in a garage.
Garage?
Best place to keep them.
What's a garage? Wait, Ryan has guitars? Welcome back, Inspector.
Ask about a few more things, please. Seen this before?
Is it a porno movie, Inspector?
The writing looks familiar, but no.
What can you tell me about doll burning at Atlas?
Not very much. It's one of Ryan's ideas. My son is under the illusion that he's a genius.
He just rolls his lips around his teeth and he's a genius.
Can you tell me more about the auto-hypnosis techniques used on the course?
We don't use hypnosis on the course.
Not at all.
We dominate minds with the power of the dark side.
How was it used?
Hypnosis is probably the wrong word, Inspector. It's nothing to do with the trances or things like that. It was meant to force...
Yes. Well, you've caught me.
Students.
Did you force them?
You can't force anybody into being hypnotized. You have to want to be hypnotized. It's not something out of your control. You can't be hurt or damaged in any way by hypnosis.
Would you like to try it, Inspector?
So you've never put pressure on students to enter into hypnosis?
It would be impossible to do so.
Unless you beat them savagely about the head and face. Then it would be possible.
Does Ryan play the guitar?
Ryan couldn't get a tune out of a radio. He's tone deaf.
Okay, so he's never tried to go professional?
If he did try, it was never going to happen.
Thank you. Probably be back later.
I can feel your anger. Makes you stronger, gives you focus.
Couple more questions, if that's okay?
Oh, he'll love this.
Seen this before?
No, what is it?
Do you recognize it?
No, I haven't seen
Should
it.
I?
What do you know about doll burning?
Doll burning? What sort of doll burning?
It doesn't mean anything to you.
No. Should it?
No, that's okay. Ever heard of auto-hypnosis, James? Self-hypnosis?
Yeah.
And what do you know about it?
It's another name for scrying. Some people call it auto-hypnosis, I call it scrying.
Right. So you're saying scrying is just self-hypnosis?
Scrying? You can scry on anything. I don't use a mirror.
I use a toilet.
I can scry watching the clouds. Maybe the water on a lake in the moonlight.
And when you're watching the water, what happens? You go into a trance?
You lose yourself in your unconscious. You go deeper and deeper. You swim around. Try not to go too deep. Because if you go too deep, you start drowning.
Like Inception.
You get dragged down to the bottom. As long as you stay swimming, come to the surface again. Then you wake up and see the world as it really is. Like a journey to a place people talk about, but no one's ever seen.
The space between
You're
spaces.
thinking about Kate, aren't you?
What makes you say that?
She bought a mirror. Sold her one last year.
Was she into using mirrors like that?
No idea. But she bought one.
Right.
Kate was into this. Yeah. But it is a contradiction. Use the sigh for meditation. No.
That's all for the moment. Thank you.
I used to get high looking at mirrors all the time, man.
A few more questions, please. Do you know anything about this?
No, sorry. Ask Ryan.
What do you know about doll burning at Atlas?
Only that it's part of the course. I'm not entirely sure what they're for, but I made dozens.
Wake up, lady.
You made them.
Oh, Ryan can't make anything. He's practically dyspraxic.
Yes, what does that word mean?
Do you know anything about hypnosis used on the Atlas course?
Are you sure you mean hypnosis or the power of persuasion?
What's the difference?
Not a lot. But if you want someone to do something, it's usually easier to ask nicely.
Atlas used persuasion techniques.
Well, don't all businesses use it, Inspector? Ever heard of advertising?
Does Ryan play the guitar?
He tries. He does keep wasting money on them, though. I think he believes if he buys the right one, he'll suddenly turn into Jimi Hendrix. Sad, really. I just let him play in his room. As long as he plays in there, I don't mind.
In his room. No. Hmm.
Be back later on, if that's okay.
This restaurant's gonna be a red herring to the end of the game. Ah. Yeah. Whoa! My hat! I got bagged.
That's all they took. It must have been deliberate. Someone clearly wanted that back.
How did they know where I was carrying it?
Helpful of them to leave a piece of evidence behind, though.
You got sacked. I knew I shouldn't have gone in the woods. I know that's how... Is that how people in England get mugged, as they throw a bag over their head? No. I gotta find the bastard who mugged me. Who bagged me.
Ask you a couple more things, please.
Did you bag me?
What do you know about Ryan's guitar collection?
Not a whole lot.
Not a whole
I brought
lot.
a guitar to one of the groups once at the end of one of the stages. That's the only time I've seen him with a guitar.
Seen this? You know the shop?
Yeah, I know the shop. I hired something from them last year, I think.
Hired something?
I assume.
Yeah, something like that.
Lying. My brain's starting to melt. Been playing this for a while.
Okay, that's it for now. Thank you. What do you know about Ryan's guitar collection?
I know he plays, because he tried to buy one off me.
Do you play?
I used to. I used to be in a band, but I was a singer as well, so I got away with it.
Singer as well?
Yeah, I used to sing in a band every night. But sometimes it was in a pub, but usually at Rebecca's.
What was that called?
It was called Blackstone. And this guy from a record company once came to see us, and he said the band was rubbish, but that I was good. So after that, I don't think they liked me much, and then we broke up after college.
Can't hide talent.
Come on, bust out a tune.
Do you know the shop? Have you used it?
No, but I know where it is.
Where is it? Bag-related crimes are up 600%.
Thank you. Probably be back later.
Just keep the door open. I'll be coming in and out all night. Actually, interesting point. I'm back.
A few more questions, if you don't mind.
Nope. I thought that might be,
Thank you. Probably be back later.
Ah, my back hurts. I'm back. Ring the bell.
A few more questions, if you don't mind. Have you seen this before, anyway?
Well, I know the shop, a costume shop just outside the village.
Ever used it?
Not personally, but I think Ryan might have.
That's all for the moment, thank you.
Thought I'd show you this.
Couple more questions, if that's okay. Have you seen this before?
No, I don't think so.
You don't recognize the shop?
No.
No.
Is there someone else who works at Atlas? Someone who may have been there tonight?
No. There's a cleaner. Comes at strange times, but then he's a strange boy.
We hire strange
Work
people.
experience.
As a cleaner?
Well, we did try him in accounts, but didn't work out.
That was sarcasm, Inspector.
Aha.
Are you threatening me, Master Jedi?
Do you visit Monarch costumes a lot?
No. I used to go in there occasionally. Why?
But you do know the shop.
Yes, of course I do.
You see, Paul, I thought you said you didn't know where this bag was from.
Well, maybe I do.
This was used to put over my head, Paul, by a mugger. Would you like to tell me something?
Are you suggesting that I had something to do with your mugging?
Did you?
You really asked the most ridiculous questions. Of course I didn't.
So
I could
why
kill
did
you anytime I wanted.
About the shop?
Well, I didn't have anything to do with your mugging, Inspector, but I might know somebody who did.
Go on.
Did Ryan mention Jason to you as a cleaner? Unfortunately, Ryan at some point told Jason that the DVD mustn't be removed from his
I didn't mention a DVD.
When he saw you take it, he simply thought that he was doing us a favour by getting it back. He isn't exactly what you'd call one of Darwin's best examples.
So what's on the DVD that's so special?
All right, it was something I did myself, a little stunt I pulled to amuse the students.
I was in a metal band.
I pretended to steal from the students. I emphasize the word pretended.
DVD.
Students knew all about it afterwards. Everything was above board.
Steal from students? Why?
We were doing a piece about pushing the limit, so I decided I would show them how it was done.
Yes.
Oh, don't look so serious, Inspector. I returned everybody's things immediately afterwards. No harm done.
And when was this?
Last year sometime.
And Third
I'm not
Eye
quite
or
following why
after?
you did this.
Third Eye, I think.
And this was before or after Liam died?
Well, since you'll probably find out anyway, it happened to be on the night that Liam died, as it happens. Before you ask. No.
No.
I didn't steal from him.
Do you think it's a good idea to encourage students to steal, Paul?
I wasn't encouraging students to steal. Policemen are so literal. Life is shades of grey, Inspector. Much as the Force might like it, it doesn't divide neatly into blacks and whites.
Only Sith deal in absolutes,
Now,
Inspector.
if you don't mind, you'd have to excuse me for a moment. You know where the door is.
I believe that's my apprentice, Darth Maul, calling.
I see he was quick enough to claim he didn't steal from Liam. What kind of stunt was that anyway? And Liam dying later the same night? It's just all a bit too suspicious.
Suspicious. Oh, this is where the phone box is.
A few more questions, please. Thank you.
Oh, he won't know anything about this.
Seen this anywhere before? Nope.
Well, that's all then.
Be back later on, if that's okay.
Just pop around to show you things. Gets mugged again. Nope. It'd be funny if they just put the DVD back. Exact same spot. Oh, let me in. Well, I hate to do it, but I am getting a massive headache. So, I feel I must be going. But don't worry. I will post this Livewire up as soon as it's done processing. Because this has to be seen by other people. This isn't... If there was an Oscar category for full motion video games, this guy would take the cake. He'd take the trophy. Whatever. I know you want to see the end of it. So do I. But my brain is melting. I'd rather confront this with a fresh mind. Oh, I feel so bad leaving you guys. But look at it this way. The final act of this is sure to be full of all weird Satanist rituals and burning and weird creepy masks, so just look forward to that. But thank you everyone for showing up. I hope you enjoyed. I certainly did.
Goodbye, Inspector.